So, just for fun, I just want to remind everybody that Sailor Moon Cosmos I am uniquely obsessed with right now, and everybody needs to watch Sailor Moon Cosmos legally as soon as we are available to do so. I've heard a lot of rumors about how the streaming rights are going to work for Cosmos. I'm going to guess Netflix may be involved, but that's a guess. Do not take that as serious until an official link has been posted. Okay, okay. So, a big reason why I am just enamored right now with Cosmos is because they are already, from the trailers I've seen, hitting every single mark I was hoping they would hit from the manga. Because this whole mess with Sailor Stars was a hot mess. I have a weird love-hate relationship with Sailor Moon, Sailor Stars. Like, I do have favorite episodes. I do like some things in Sailor Stars. At the same time, I am also really mad at how much they changed from the manga. And I could go on and on and on about this, and I may do that in other videos. But my biggest problem with Sailor Stars is Seiya. Because Seiya, while she was a little hands-on with Usagi in the manga, they really made a special effort to make her predatory. And bonus points, that didn't really help things either. She's just like putting her face all up in someone else's common law wife. That's not even right. But like, even Hulu, when they do the thumbnails for Sailor Moon, Sailor Stars, they know what's up. Like, body language for me is what really gets me. This is something that Toei did do right, but it also kind of makes these episodes cringe. Like you see here, Seiya grabs Usagi and pulls her close. And in the scene in this episode here, when she does that, Usagi's not thinking, oh wow, Seiya's kind of cute, like she does with Haruka. No, she's thinking, God, I miss my fiance. Where's Mamoru? I want Mamoru. And the body language from Usagi gets a lot more pronounced as the episodes go on. Like here, they know what's up. In this episode here, where Rei magically has a cousin, even though she ain't got no aunties or uncles, look it up, Seiya had fallen on top of Usagi, and Usagi just launches her straight up in the air like the answer is freaking no. And like here, Seiya's given her no personal space, and Usagi is dumbfounded. She's like, I just spent the last few episodes telling you no. I thought I was really clear about that. This episode in particular, I love this episode because it's silly and funny, but at the same time it is cringe because, like, up to this point, some of her friends, the people who were supposed to be protecting her, they're like, oh, maybe you should give Seiya a chance, and oh, Seiya's so cool, and then Seiya's at her house taking a shower, and automatically Ami accuses her of cheating on Mamoru, and Usagi has not touched Seiya. This is absolutely the maximum amount of touching she does to Seiya. She is extremely hands the fuck off. And I just thought that was like really shitty, an unusually shitty move out of Ami in that episode. And like, look at the body language here too. Once again, Seiya actually spends an entire episode pushing her into a situation Usagi doesn't belong in. In this one, a stranger who's in a different class that she didn't even know, decides to challenge Usagi to a softball game because this other girl is the, ringleader of the Starlight's fan club, and Seiya puts Usagi up to fight her in softball, even though Usagi doesn't play softball, Usagi does not want to play softball, and Usagi don't like you! Look at her body language. She is visibly uncomfortable. She does not want to be close to Seiya. Chibi Chibi is getting weirded out. Like, she picks up immediately, hey, Usagi does not want this, back up. And it just kind of like gets me how much body language there is. Like, so many people ship these two and they're like, oh, I wish these two would get married. Oh, it's so wonderful. And I'm like, oh, Usagi just got engaged to Mamoru 5 minutes ago. And her body language is really screaming to me that this is unwanted attention. And then it comes to a head in episode 195. Everyone calls this online the Kiss episode. And they've been calling it that since it aired in 1996. Just to let you know how long this nonsense has been going on. So I'm going to put this on mute, copyright reasons. There we go. And We're going to go to the bubble effect as soon as possible. Let's see if it saved it. Here we go. So, check what happens here. So, Usagi is supposed to tell Seiya goodbye, and that's not going to happen because they got to work together in the next few episodes because Galaxia and some shit. So, she's trying to do the diplomatic thing. And this is another thing, I gotta pause it here. This is one more thing that Usagi never gets credit on, but she does this so very well in these last few episodes. She does not want Seiya romantically at all, but she does want to be Seiya's friend, and more to the point, she wants to help Seiya fight Galaxia because she realizes we have the same enemy. So when Uranus and Neptune just stick their business into this, and they're like, no, you can never talk to them, they're the enemy, we should do this alone, it kind of pisses me off because Usagi is going to become Neo Queen Serenity. She's Princess Serenity here, right? Well, what the fuck do you think royalty people do? They're diplomatic. They try to work with people they otherwise would push into traffic. And that's what Usagi's trying to do. We have a common enemy. Let's combine our magic powers. Let's work together so that we can take down the same enemy so other people don't die buckets. So I feel like Usagi does not get enough respect or credit for how diplomatic she is. But let's continue. I know, right? Not bad for a 16-year-old girl, right? Okay, cue the bubbles. Let's go. Don't be bothered by the fact that I fall in love with you. Huh? Once this concert is over, I'm gonna steal you away. That's really fucking predatory. I've grown to like you so much that I consider doing that. You'd consider fucking kidnapping. That's kidnapping. I wanted to tell you how I felt about being a kidnapper. I don't have much time left as Seiya. I'm going to hit you with all my feelings in the final concert. I'm going to publicly guilt you. I hope you can see your boyfriend soon. I hope I can see him soon too, because this is a kidnapping attempt. Well, there's no need to apologize, but... No personal space. Did you see that? Did you see that? I'm going to rewind that in case you missed that. She goes for a kiss, and Usagi pulls away. She's crying! She's pulling away and crying. Could we be any more clear that the answer is fucking no? The answer is fucking no. Y'all are mad for no reason. Soon this planet will be a battlefield. You'll learn the true terror of battle. You've never met Sailor Saturn and it shows, you big four-headed Frankenstein goof. Oh my god, you're nothing like the manga counterpart at all. What has happened to you? Seriously though, Usagi pulled away. Everybody calls this the kiss episode online. What did you see? What did you see? Did Usagi kiss her back? No. Matter of fact, just for shits and giggles, we'll rewind this one more time. Why the fuck not? Just for you shippers out there who are into kidnapping goofs with no personal space, here you go. She pulled away and is crying! She is crying, and it's not like her usual Usagi tears with, wah, I want my food, wah. No, she's like beside herself sobbing like, how can I illustrate to this goof, I just want to be your friend and help you take down the enemy. The answer's no, I have a fucking fiance and a future daughter. I'm a mom, not to that one. Leave me alone. And it just kills me that people still ship this couple. It kills me that Usagi didn't get any respect from these two. What a good diplomat Usagi is trying to be in this whole fucking season. And it also pisses me off how depowered everybody is in Sailor Stars. I mean, Chibiusa gets a cameo at this point in the series. We don't even get any time with her. And, you know, none of the other girls get to reach their eternal status. Kakyu gets the shaft big time. I feel bad for my girl Kakyu. And these are all major reasons why I'm looking forward to Cosmos, so that I can get less of this action and some more time with the other girls being superheroes. But yeah, I just wanted to point out, this should not be called the Kiss episode anymore. This should be called the Usagi's boundaries are being thrown in a blender and ignored episode. It's so extreme how very rapey that situation could have very well been. And I'd really appreciate it if people would just piss off with doing this whole Seiya cross Usagi thing once and for all. She's made it clear that answer is no. Our princess has boundaries. And I want to make it clear, too, this has nothing to do with Seiya's gender. Because we all know, if circumstances were different, if Neptune and Tuxedo Mask weren't in the picture, we know Usagi would not mind going out with Sailor Uranus. And that wouldn't be a bad ship because they're close in age, and when Uranus isn't being a little control freak, she actually does care about Usagi very deeply, to the point where she cries over her in Eternal Part 2. So, gender's not an issue. The issue is consent. Usagi said no. She has spent a whole ass season saying no, and that really should have been respected. And that's what this all boils down to. So I hope I've cleared up this whole confusion about the Kiss episode, and I hope this doesn't come up any fucking more.